start.
Technically, you can only say it.
Now recording.
You can only say it 25 times.
What?
Your message must be 25 words or less, though it can be delivered over the entire time. So you could say it 25 times very slowly for 10 minutes.
Well, it's not really a word though. It's kind of just a noise. But I understand I understand.
What if you just make it once for 10 minutes?
It's just screaming.
Yeah.
You guys can work out the logistics of that one.
You're all set.
We'll just have it say it 25. We'll just have it make the noise 25 times. I feel like there's diminishing returns after the first 15.
Well, maybe after the first one, really.
Yeah.
Especially if I make my call 10 seconds long every time.
It's true. Well, it goes off. You hear it. You hear the sound of the booming sound echoing through the cave. And Mr. Mormus does, in fact, float through this south wall. Straight through it. I guess I'll play this character. Even though I don't actually know what the is. Yeah, he floats right through. He's sort of observing his surroundings. You see him paying particular attention to the brazier. As he's almost subconsciously floating towards him.
Yeah. I'm looking at my companions because I'm not kicking this off because I don't want to be that guy.
Oh. Excuse me, Mormesk. Any response?
He's just
got rid of your.
He's staring sort of just directly at us. Getting closer and closer.
You what are you doing there, friend?
Forward.
Fuck it. Eldritch Blast. I won't be that guy. I won't be that fucking guy.
I'm not gonna give him disadvantage on his roll. And I'll roll for Trog as well. Unless one of you guys wants to play Trog.
I don't have a character sheet. Well, wait. His character sheet's on the thing. I'm not logged into that one.
Yeah, I have no idea about his character stuff. I was just gonna shoot. But if anyone else knows what, I've never played a bard before. Anyone,
Never played Bard.
Feel free to take over Trog's duties and roll for him if you'd like.
His character sheet is on D&D Beyond. I'm not logged in under that account, so I can't access it without logging out of mine. Do you want us to roll for initiative, Ian? In the meantime?
Yes.
I'm a 17.
13 or 17, you said?
17. 1-7.
Got it. Ready?
That's how today's gonna start.
Not good, I imagine.
Be an 8.
8.
That's what I get.
There's so many characters. I signed in, so I'll try to find it. Oh, there's Trog.
There's a fuckload of characters on this.
I didn't realize how many there were. I got a 9.
9.
And Trog will be... Oh, what's your plus? 13.
Okay, so as you guys see this weirdly solid but still incorporeal wraith slowly, sort of hungrily gazing at this flame, slowly gliding towards it. Kid, you are up first.
I don't trust him, and I'm just gonna blast Eldritch Blast.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Fire both. Very nice. First is a 25 to hit.
Yep.
And second is, come on, is a natural 1.
Nope.
And for the first one, that is 16 points of damage.
Okay.
Fire and force damage. And with my movement, I'm going to. Do I have room to place myself between the brazier and him?
No, you can't really squeeze it between.
Okay. In that
Basically,
case,
you basically can't get onto the square that he's in currently because he takes up half of it. The brazier basically takes up the other half.
Okay, I understand. In that case, seeing Arch is somewhat close to me here, I'm gonna move in front of him to give him some partial cover, and that's where I'm gonna hold my action, or hold my. That's my end of my turn.
That brings us to Mr. Mormask, who, after getting hit by you, is gonna sort of tear his gaze away and look directly at you, and sort of move closer your way, since you're actually basically, well, he'll move the fuck. You're getting rich. He is going to. One second. Okay, so basically he's gonna stare directly at you, and he's gonna do almost somewhat like a lazy swing in your direction. But you notice as his sort of hand, claw, whatever you want to call it, swings your way, it's sort of glowing this sickly green color. And that is going to be 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving.
Okay. Okay, that's good. I'm okay with Constitution. Okay. That's a 17.
17. Okay, so you pass, but you are going to take 12 points of necrotic damage.
Fuck. And that's with me passing that. Shit. All right.
And then that will be his. Yeah, that will be his. Which brings us to Trog.
And depending look on the map, at least Trog is on the other side. So I don't know if Mormask would be flanked with him or not.
He'd probably have to move 5 feet down. Remember, the squares are 10 feet.
What is
I keep
our
forgetting that.
what is our rules with flanking? Is it one in front, one in front, one behind,
one on opposite sides?
Yes.
and one on? You have to be on opposite sides. Okay.
Yes. Disadvantage.
All right. Trog will enter the room. Oh, I can't move his character. But he enters, looks at Mormask, and will cast Vicious Mockery.
Wait, are you gonna? Yeah, Derek. What's he say?
Do I have to say it immediately?
Well, I guess we'll see how. We'll see how successful it is first.
No, you got to mock him first.
Say Mormask. You look kind of like a failed character off of Mortal Kombat. You pussy.
That didn't sound like Trog at all.
It didn't.
It was like Mooney maybe acting like Trog.
That's a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yes.
16.
Oh, and Trog. Yeah, that saves. That's it then.
In which case, we're up to Moon.
Oh shit. Okay.
Shit.
Mooney is going to take out his Lightbringer. Is that what it is? Lightbringer. And
Yes.
charge from the door at Mormask.
I will say you have identified Lightbringer. Oh no, Lightbringer's a weapon. Does it say it requires attunement on the card? I don't remember.
Let me check.
Because you wouldn't be attuned to it yet. But weapons, you don't always have to attune to. Like normal +1, whatever weapons you don't need to. I'm not sure if they attune this one or not.
Doesn't say anything about attunement.
Okay, then you're fine.
Although,
you'll get
before
the
I go
full
to
effect.
attack, I will turn it on. I don't know how it works, but so it's glowing now.
Turn it on. You're stroke the
Yes.
shaft.
I just
I believe.
I just slap the top of it a bit.
Yeah, you can basically. I didn't
I
write.
turned mine on too.
I'm gonna say you can do that as your free action, basically,
Okay.
to turn it on. slap the hood of Lightbringer.
Ooh, thank goodness it's a magic weapon. That's 18 to hit.
That's
Ooh.
it.
And does he count as an undead creature?
He is an undead creature. So any bonuses from Lightbringer will apply to this guy.
That will be 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. So you guys see Mooney sort of slap the head of this mace that looks like sun breaking out of the clouds as it glows, illuminating the room as if by torchlight. And he swings it, and even though Mormask is incorporeal, it makes a very solid thud as sort of sparks of light shoot off from where it made contact with this undead creature. And you can sort of hear this almost like sizzling sound as Mormask sort of screams out in pain. And you said that was 12, right?
Yep, 12.
Yeah. And that brings us to Archie.
So, as my bonus action, I would like to. Actually, no. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to step out from behind Kid. I'd like to come around. You said each square is 10 feet, right?
Each square is 10
Oh.
feet. Yeah.
With my movement. 1 second. Can I get here? Just 1 second. I feel like I'm there. Get there,
You can. So we were. Yeah, it's about 15 feet.
I would like to scurry around there, and once I do, I'd like to fucking just double knife stab old Mormac in the back.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll me a tackle.
Okay, so I get advantage, right? Because he is
From fine, yes.
Okay. Oh, boy. Let's see here. The first one is a 22.
That hits.
Okay. The second one is a natural 20.
That also hits.
All right. So with the first one,
Now recording.
that is a sneak attack because I have advantage. So that will be close to 2. So can I pick which one I use the sneak attack on?
No idea.
Because it just says once per turn. So can I apply it to the one that so it's 2 attacks, can I apply it to the natural 20?
I imagine
Or
it
does
would be
it
the
have-
first roll.
Or does it have to be the first roll?
I'd imagine it's probably supposed to be the first roll.
Because at that
I don't
point,
have, like, without.
I would
Oh, sorry.
I would know if someone attacked me once, and then I don't think I would be like, it wouldn't be very sneaky on the second hit.
Yeah,
Right,
sneak
but,
attack.
like-
Sneak attack's kind of misnamed though. Sneak attack is almost more like
Like,
dirty fighting in a way.
Right. It's just up to you how fast
What's
you want
the-
this fight.
What's the wording of the actual sneak attack thing?
Once per turn, you can deal an extra 2d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack with a finesse or a ranged weapon. If you have advantage on the attack roll, you don't need to have advantage on the attack roll if the other enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. What? Oh, if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it, the enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have a disadvantage on the attack roll. I fucking. So it doesn't say anywhere thing about like. It just says once per turn.
I'll just say you can do it for now, and then I'll Google.
Okay.
he's trying to
All
roll
right.
the 2d6s and then double.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
fine.
Why the fuck wouldn't I?
Yeah.
All right. So the first one does 5 points of damage,
5 points of damage.
And
Here
then
comes the
this-
second.
and the second one is
34 points.
18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. Okay. I'm so bad at doing math.
Getting some good hits in.
And then
But you do swing out your daggers. You do hit him twice. They do. You sort of, with your daggers, you sort of pass through his body, and it feels somewhat solid. And even with your second attack, which does strike and does feel, like it connects, it does feel with your daggers maybe it's not doing as much
Not-
damage as you would expect.
Right. So this isn't going the way I planned. I'm gonna use my fuck, I can't. I just used my bonus action. Son of a bitch. Alright. I'm just gonna stand there.
Oh, we're back up the kid.
Yep. Double finger guns. Eldritch blasting. Anyway, I started
Go for
blast. Okay, that is
Yeah,
a
he started blasting.
15 on the
15 does
first.
not hit. Does not hit.
Okay, and a 19 on the second.
That hits.
Okay, and that is 14 points of damage.
14 points. Ready.
And
Again, 2 blasts shoot out.
I'm gonna stay where I am.
All right, the one blast sort of looks like it passes right through him, but the second blast hits him kind of square in the chest, and shooting.
And actually, as a bonus action, I'm gonna do second wind and get back hopefully a little bit of health because ouchies.
Jeez, oh gosh.
That is 8 points back.
Okay. Back to Mormask. Mormask is now sort of warily up this glowing mace that Mooney's holding, and he's gonna sort of look over and stare directly at you as he moves forward to take a swing at Mooney. And again, it's a sort of same almost lazy clawing swipe that comes out with this swirling, sickly green miasma around it. And that is going to be a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, it's a nat 20.
Okay, you're fine then. You do take 16 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And that'll be his turn, which brings us back to Trogger, who is now maybe here.
Oh,
Hello.
yes.
Hello.
The
That was
legend.
great timing. It's your turn. We're all dying. We need you.
Okay. One second.
Use magic.
Vicious mockery. Owls are stupid. Sorry about that, guys.
No, that's
No
cool.
worries.
We took a little bit longer to get started anyway, so we've only been doing this about 15 minutes or so.
Mm,
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Derek.
yeah, making eggs.
Did he actually do vicious mockery?
No. Yes.
Oh.
Oh, are you doing Mr. Mockery?
I don't know that, but no.
Well,
All right.
he only rolled an 8 on his wisdom.
You did it! If you fucking kill this guy, like just coming in, insult him to death.
Do you want me to? I can roll. I don't know I'm rolling.
It's just this. It would just be a saving throw. I think that Ian would have to roll, and he had failed. But you just have to say what you're saying. I think.
What am I looking at?
You're looking at
This is-
Mormesk, the wraith that you guys had met in the last session.
Are you? Did you go pee, my guy? You gotta have like a little tiny bladder. I mean,
All right, give me a damage roll for that.
3.
Let me see that he pees just a little.
More than just that, as these words sort of ring out and echo the walls, he sort of turns to look at Trog, and he almost starts to take a step, will glide in his direction, as wisps of smoke and this sort of incorporeal form that he starts to fly off him. And almost as if there's like a very large gust of wind that's blowing around like remains scraps of parchment and, you know, broken little stones and stuff. This large gust of wind, almost similar to when you had entered his room the first time, this whirlwind that came out. There's almost a similar whirlwind as Mormask is whisked away and disappears with a large thunk. That chest that was sort of contained in his chest cavity falls to the ground.
Are you
fucking kidding me?
Yeah, you left him with 2 HP.
I fucking hate this game. I fucking hate this goddamn game.
That could have been me. But of course, it's Ty. So Ty, I took over. I did one vicious mockery and failed immediately.
Oh,
You have
God.
a good line.
It was the line. I just fucked up the line.
Fuck.
I make a note every time you insult someone to death now, and that it has now been added to the list. What the fuck?
This was a named character too. It wasn't just like Goblin number 6.
No, this was a big one.
This is amazing. Oh my god.
Right, I guess we're gonna have to give you a fucking nickname. The fucking, I don't know. We gotta fucking. This has become a thing, right? Am I missing something here? Like, what the fuck?
Trog the cunning linguist.
Oh, the master debater.
Holy shit! All right.
Right. On a side note, this is what I've gathered. So, notice that the feature does not specify the first attack, only an attack. Because of that, you can elect to apply your sneak attack damage on any of your attacks as long as you meet the other criteria of a sneak attack. And this is from Jeremy Crawford's Twitter, who is the 5e lead rules designer.
Mm-hmm.
You decide whether to use sneak attack when a qualifying attack hits. So I don't have to call a sneak attack before I use an attack. It's just whether or not it hits. But it has to be before I roll the damage.
Right.
Like I can't roll damage and then be like, oh, I want to add sneak attack.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna walk over to the chest.
Works for me.
And is it locked?
It looks like it might have had a lock at one point. It's sort of like this metal chest that's scorched and sort of twisted. There is sort of a lock on it, but it doesn't look like it's really locking much anymore.
All right. I'm going to open it up.
Okay. With a little bit of fiddling, you're able to sort of wrench open this metal chest. Inside this chest, you see 1,100 copper pieces, 160 silver pieces, 3 smallish diamonds, which, if you want to make a note of this, in case you use them for spellcasting purposes, they're 100 gold each, those diamonds. You find a wooden pipe that is sort of adorned with this platinum filigree. And you find a chunk of ore. It's black ore, sort of blackish blue, that has these sort of green streaks running through it. And when you pick it up, it's a bit strange. It feels simultaneously cold and warm.
Do I find a pair of underwear?
Should I forget about that? Yes. And you also find this. You also have the silence scroll as well when you hit given.
So I'm gonna pass out I'm gonna keep a diamond. I'm gonna pass out a diamond to Trog and to Archie, and then I'm gonna hand the underwear to Mooney. Hey, I found something I think you might like.
Yes, thank you. I was so worried about it.
You do notice it's a little bit singed from when you had last seen, and it has a strange musty smell.
Right. Looking at this diamond, does it look like it would fit in the mouth of the lion that is on my pendant? My big old fucking gangster necklace?
Not, I mean, yeah, probably. It wouldn't be like secure in there.
Okay.
You'd have to
Go to a jeweler or something.
You'd have to like glue it or something, yeah, or whatever you do the jewelry.
I might go to a jeweler, get ice the fuck out.
I'm gonna hold up the silence scroll. I'm gonna hand this off to one of y'all if you want it eventually, but I think I've figured out something with my Arch with the one who gives me and I kind of make a little fire in my hand.
Right, your sugar daddy.
I might be able to learn this spell off of this scroll and be able to use it as a ritual spell, but I gotta take some time to do that. So if it's cool with y'all, I might just hold on to it till then, and then whoever wants it at that point can have it.
Yes, go ahead. I mainly just used it to trade.
All right. And Mooney, I didn't give you one of these diamonds, but if one of us goes down, do you have a spell, or is there something that you can do to bring one of us back? And if so, would one of these help you?
Yes, there is. And I would need one, actually.
Well, I'll give you mine.
I just glance at it as the light is beaming off. Oh boy, okay. And I'll shove it inside my satchel.
And there's a pipe in here also. If one of y'all want it, I mean, I kind of would like it, but if one of y'all would rather have it, that's okay with me. Nope, I'm just
You
gonna put it in my
offering up?
pocket.
Was it
Nothing.
a lead pipe?
It was the wooden pipe.
Wooden pipe.
Oh, the pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pocket it.
Unless it's got
Put it with the rest of
magic. It's got magic on it.
And we'll just divvy up the rest of the stuff. And I'll hold on to that ore then too, just because I'm planning on visiting the blacksmith anyway. I might be able to get some info off of it.
Can you roll me a perception check as you handle that ore?
Yeah. Perception. That, my friend, is an 8. I'm not very perceptive.
An 8. Yeah, never mind. You don't notice anything.
Yeah, I'll just pocket it for now. I'm not really gonna say much about it.
Does anybody else need healing besides me?
I could use a little bit if you have some to spare.
Yes, I'm going to cast Aura of Vitality. And then whoever's next to me can heal 2d6 hit points.
Are you gonna roll that?
Nope.
I'd say everybody. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna do it for myself too. What do you think, Ian? Everybody gets the same, or everybody rolls their own?
What does the spell say?
Healing energy radiates you in an aura within a 30-foot radius till the spell ends. The aura moves, centered on me. See, it says you can use a bonus action, but I figure we're not really. I'm doing out of combat.
Yeah, out of combat is fine. I would say, since it's radiating from you, you would roll. Yeah.
Okay. So whoever's next to me heals 9 points of damage.
Thank you.
Because
I will take that.
I need it.
I am back up to full. All right. Well, I still don't like this brazier sitting here. We should probably figure out what's going on at some point, but more than that, we should probably just keep on moving on and take care of this black spider problem.
Hey, DM, looking around the room, is there any like discarded weapons or anything like that? Like anything just kind of shitty?
I mean, there is some like rusted, pitted sort of scraps of metal. It would be hard to call them weapons at this point.
Oh. Okay. Because I'd like to pick one up. Kind of walk over to the brazier. I'm going to stick it in the fire.
Alrighty. So you can find what looks like it maybe at one point with a sword. Some kind of bladed weapon. Rusted and falling apart with, over the hundreds and hundreds of years that it has probably been discarded. And as you hold it over the brazier, the greenish black flames are kind of licking up. And you hold it there for roughly a minute until you pull it out. And it seems it still has this sort of greenish black shine to it, this hue. And you are now in possession of a magic shard of whatever.
Was it sharp or hot, rather?
No, it doesn't feel sharp. It doesn't feel hot to the touch.
All right, fuck it. I'm going to take out one of my daggers and I'm going to stick that in there and see what happens.
Okay, same thing. You stick it in. You let the flames sort of lick up at it. Keep it in there for a minute. Could you roll me a d12, please?
Yeah. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Because it's you said it's a green and black flame. Got
Yeah.
the perfect dice for it. So one.
A 1?
A one.
Okay, so you pull the dagger out, and it sort of looks like that old discarded former weapon, where it has this strange, almost green and black hue to it. And so since you rolled a 1, your dagger is now a +1 magic dagger for the next hour, 1 hour.
Nope.
Well, seeing Archie do this twice, and there being no negative consequences, Kid's gonna pull out his longsword and do the same thing.
Yes, and then go ahead and roll me a d12.
Did we just find the fucking what was it called in zombies?
Like a plunge?
But yes.
A 6.
6, okay, so same thing. But now yours is +1 for 6 hours.
Cool. Make note of that.
Looking at this brazier, does it look like we could pick it up?
I mean, it's pretty solid stone. You've not tried to move it. It's on like a
Now-
pretty hefty looking stone pedestal.
What is
It
like
makes
the
it-
flame contained in?
Like a stone bowl, basically. So there's sort of like this. You can kind of see off to the left there. There's sort of stairs leading up to it,
Right.
and so there's this sort of like square carved pedestal on top of which sits like another stone carved bowl, and the fire is inside the stone bowl.
Okay.
If I look inside, is there wood or anything to burn, or is it just this necrotic flame?
You don't see any wood inside. You just see the fire.
Standing close to it like I was when I stuck my... Is there any heat coming off of the flame?
No, there's not.
No. I was about to do the same thing.
I'm
Like,
gonna stick my
Kid's
hand in
quest
the
for
fire.
power. I was literally about to do that, so I'm glad that you did it before I did. It kind of
Roll
fits
me
Kid's jump thing.
roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, why am I doing this? Is it a Constitution saving thing?
Yep.
Alrighty. It's 16.
16. So you stick your hand in, and you leave it in there for like a minute. There's no heat, but all of a sudden you feel this almost like sharp pain in your hands. And since you rolled pretty good, you're going to take 2 points of necrotic damage as you sort of jerk your hand back out. And you can sort of see that black and green. It lingers for a second around your exposed skin, and sort of burns it. It's not like a burn, but it sort of burns away the outer layer of your skin in this necrotic sort of damage.
Yeah, would not suggest putting your fucking hand in it. I don't know what I was expecting. I don't know why I'm fucking with magic. We need to get the fuck away
Kid
from this
slowly
thing,
pulls
boys.
his hand back. Well, all right. Yeah, I think we should just leave this here and keep on moving on.
Yeah, I would imagine, do these doors lock? Or any way we can secure this room without, I don't know how I feel about just leaving it fucking just sitting here.
Yes, lock or maybe put a sign on top. Please do not touch.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, no touchy. I mean,
Now you have an actual use for magic.
Yeah, that's true. I can cast it as a ritual spell. So for the next 10 minutes, Kid is actually just gonna put right at the door. So like if we all walk out, so if someone steps in front of the door, I want to make it sound like it's the spectator's voice, and just say, "Beware, leave this place," something like that, and then just repeat it. You know.
Roll me a performance check.
Yeah, that's fair. Performance. That's actually not too bad. 14.
It's a pretty passable impression of the spectator.
Mm-hmm. Kid's reminded of the time he was out on the dock, and he was Phil Dupa, and he is missing his acting times, so he gets really into it. Cool. All right, we should get out of here.
Yeah, we should probably keep moving on. I feel like there's a lot more to this fucking place than these two jackasses.
Yeah, I mean they had nothing to do with why we were here. I mean,
Right,
not really.
Yeah.
So
all
right.
I'm gonna just walk out.
Yep. Same marching order as before, I guess. I'm just gonna move up and see what we see here and keep going.
So what you guys can see as you continue up this way, you have this other path to your west, which looks like it was handmade, right? The carved stone again. This path that goes up to the north is more of the natural cave walls.
Kid's just gonna keep moving right.
So as you,
Eric, what's happening?
No, I just zoomed out on the map and I was like, there's so much more.
It's very big. Yep.
you guys are literally only about a quarter to a third. You've only seen like a quarter to a third.
Oh my
Yeah.
good lord.
And what is
That's
this, like
all right.
session 3?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, heading to the right.
So the closer you guys move up this cavern on the right, again, every 2 minutes that rhythmic boom, and it's almost deafening as you come up on the right here.
All right. Who is directly behind me? Trog?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw a hand back and just kind of pat you wherever I end up touching, and I'm going to cast guidance just for the sake of it, because you're the closest. And I'm going to peer around this corner.
So you look around this corner, and what you see is a pretty large cavern. You can't see across the whole thing because, again, there's not really, any natural light. But you do see. You see what looks like this narrow ledge that's overlooking this large cavern. And again, this rhythmic booming is very, very. And if you stand there for a few minutes and wait and watch, you'll see that every 2 minutes there's this fresh surge of water that is getting funneled into this chamber and slamming up against the wall that is just below this ledge, making this very large echoing boom.
What do I see when I look up at the ceiling?
Ceiling is the same as it was before.
Okay.
It's about 20-25 feet high.
Okay. But no ledges or anything that looks like something could drop down on us on our way through?
I mean, there are stalactites up there. They don't look any more precarious than the rest that you've seen.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the echoing from this cavern actually also, it sort of suggests to you that this might just be one part of a larger cavern.
Okay. Being as quiet as I can and gesturing for the guys to do the same, I'm gonna creep over, not right to the ledge, but close enough where I can maybe get a better view of what's happening in here.
Okay, so you can see the water surging. Basically, this ledge, from what you can see, is going to be roughly 15 feet above the water level. But every time the water surges, the water level comes up about 10 more feet, so only about 5 feet when the water is surging. And then after about a minute or so, the water sort of returns to its original depth.
All right. And looking around the ledge on the left side of this, how does that path around look? Does it look like it's intact? Like if we crossed it, that it wouldn't give on our way out?
Roll me an investigation.
If there's one thing Kid is good at, it's not that. 15.
I mean, it's narrow, but it looks solid.
All right. I'm just gonna keep moving, going around and following that ledge around.
Okay, so you
What's in
guys
this
can.
little cubby here? Anything?
No, it's just empty.
Okay.
When the wave recedes, I don't know if you said this when I went to the bathroom, but what does the ground look like? Like where the cave or where the water gets.
It looks like it's a normal stone cavern. I mean, there's sort of like gravel and crushed rock as the wave slams against the wall and knocks stuff loose.
When it goes out, is it completely dry when it goes out, or is there still water?
No, so the water is basically when the water is out, you can't tell how deep it is from where you are. But when the water is out, it's about 15 feet below you, and when the water surges, it's only about 5. So there's always water at the bottom.
Okay.
Does it look like this ledge goes the whole way around? Like that we would be on the ledge for a longer time?
Well, as you continue to creep up, you can sort of see.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving.
Okay.
Is this like a solid wall right here?
Yeah, that's. Okay, so you guys can go up, and you see this pathway is fairly narrow, and it's quite low. It's maybe barely 4 feet high, and it's sort of obstructed by boulders and pebbles. It looks like it might have at one point been some kind of stream bed that feeds into this cavern, although there's no water here now. So especially for a kid and Mooney, you're gonna have to crouch, almost crawl to get through this.
Hey, Archie, do you want to take lead through here? Just because if we encounter something and I'm kind of hunched over, it might not be as effective as if you go through quietly, see what's on the other side.
Yeah. I'll sneak on through there. That's what I'm for, right? Just fucking send the little guy in little places. Maybe he'll die first.
You're good in tight places.
Archie's gonna saunter off to the front and then just kind of sneak on up. I want to be like super stealthy.
Yeah, and while you're doing that, go ahead and not yet. Let's see how far forward you go first. You see the edge. Well, you see the edge of the cabin, and what looks to be like some kind of ledge at the end. So you're on a raised, basically. So if you crept up to the ledge, you would be looking down. Okay. You can't see how far, but you can see the ledge there.
Can I? I want to be stealthy. All right, can I be real stealthy and sneak up to the?
You sure can if you roll me a stealth check.
And I want to be behind Archie, but like far enough away where I can maybe still spot him or know that sense that he's up there, but not go all the way.
Yeah, how tall are you?
Archie?
Doesn't matter. No. Kid, for Kid and Mooney, just know if you're going through this area marked 17 here, you're going to be at difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Frog and Archie are okay, but Mooney and Kid are too tall. to move at full speed.
Okay.
That's a boulder on the map, right? It's not like a UFO that landed.
No, it's a boulder.
Okay.
Hey, kid, you wouldn't have done anything before I started off through that tunnel, right?
Wouldn't. Oh, yeah. I cast guidance on Archie as I sent him ahead.
Wait a minute. That seems
But I
fishy.
would have. I should have.
That's all right. Uh, it's a 14 for my stealth check.
Okay. All right. So are you creeping up basically just to the ledge then?
Yeah, just sneaking.
Okay. I'm gonna put you there just so I remember. You're gonna be right there. Let me reveal what you see. You still have dark. How long does that dark vision last? It's like 24
Hours.
8 hours.
He's
Yeah.
good for as long as we're
Okay.
here.
Whatever. Yeah. Okay. So there's no chance. There's no chance that you're gonna run out of it. In other words.
Let's take a
Right.
rest.
So let me reveal this cavern real quick. Whoops, I always hit hide instead of reveal. There are people in here, but let me just describe it. To get into all that, I'll say you can see maybe about from where you are.
Very specifically, I'm hugging this wall here
Okay.
to prevent anyone from seeing me that way. I think
Okay.
that's what I would do.
So you're basically right now about 10 feet above this cavern, 10 to 15 feet. And you can just barely see across. There's sort of like this rift in the cavern, right? And so across, you can also see another ledge. You can sort of
Okay.
make out the outline of it. That also appears to be about the same height that you are.
Okay.
So about 10 to 15 feet. You do see this stream that's coming down over the ledge. It's sort of coming over this west wall, down at the rift, and then it's flowing out again through like a small opening in the north. You see this very, it looks almost like a well. Just this sort of black hole. And attached to it are almost like a crane. You can see like ropes and pulleys. There's iron stakes sort of secured around it, holding things down. And you do see as well 3. Sure. Oh, how can I? There we go. Okay, sorry. You see 3 bugbears who are sort of. It almost looks like they're looking for something almost. And you
Okay.
do see them sort of skirting almost very nervously around this.
They don't like the hole.
They don't like the hole. They look like they're
They don't
trying not to get that close to it. And as you see them appear to be looking around, you also can just make out, not necessarily make him out, but you can hear him calling down to the bugbears from up on this western ledge here, where he says, "Keep looking, or the spider will have your head."
Ooh. That hole. I know I'm not up there yet, but does it look like a man-made looking well, or?
It does look man-made,
Okay.
but it also looks very, very old. It doesn't look like it was recently dug.
It's an old hole.
And that is what you see in this cavern.
All right. I'm gonna just real quiet, like back up, trying to sneak my way back to my compatriots.
Yep, you can get back there.
Yeah.
When he gets back, I'm going to
Oh my
cast
God.
guidance.
Give him a nice slap on the butt. Good job, buddy. Go get him.
Right. So, and I'm going to describe everything that I saw.
Yeah.
How deep did that hole look like?
Right. Yeah. So I'm not a whole expert. A whole expert. Yeah. There we go. Right. And so I would say fucking probably somewhere between really deep and deeper than a motherfucker. So somewhere in that general area. However,
That's what I like to hear. I like deep holes.
yeah, you look like a type of man or frog
Frog.
that appreciates a deep hole. Yeah. Um. Anyway, so
I've been
the,
aside.
the hole's not really the big problem. I don't think. I mean, I imagine there is something to do with the hole, but right now, I think we should probably focus on the drow and 3 bugbears that are fucking just kind of wandering around, clearly looking for something. And the drow fella, he did reference the spider.
Fucking spiders.
Right. Just going out on a limb on this one. Hear me out. Crazy thought. He's probably talking about the black spider, the fella or
Yeah.
fellas,
Right. Yeah.
lady
Coulda.
fella, right? That we're looking for.
Not a big fan of spiders, so that's a relief.
How tall is that's a ledge? How tall is that to get down to where they are?
About 10 feet.
Okay. Well, do we just want to go in guns blazing, or what are we thinking?
Right. So it's probably best to take the guy that's on our level out first, and then attack the bugbears, because you don't want to give up the high ground. The high ground's the best.
How far was the drow guy from the hole?
Pretty far.
No,
I think.
yeah, I know he was up on.
I'm an
on a
archery.
ledge, but
I'm proficient in archery, so I'm pretty good with range gauging. DM, what would you say?
I mean, he's up on the ledge, which is 10 feet in the air. And then the hole itself is at least like 20 feet away from him, from the ledge.
So it's about 40 feet.
The whole cavern from ledge to ledge is about 35 feet.
Okay.
At least from that specific point.
And
Right.
our ledge specifically, can we only fit one person to really get an attack out?
So you could fit 2 people. You could fit 1 person within the tunnel. On the actual ledge itself, you could fit probably 2 of you.
Okay.
But everyone else would either have to be in the tunnel or somewhere else.
I think Mooney and I should jump down and face the bugbears, and then you 2 can stay up top and do your range shit.
That's a
Right. Yeah.
good idea. I could use my my first animal.
Yeah.
sounds like a plan, guys.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't want you to get attacked by the fucking drow fast. Like, how are we getting you in there? And that's like, I go out and I'm on the fucking ledge shooting arrows at him, and you fucking come on in and jump next to me because I'm just a little fella. And that could work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say let
That.
Archie get a couple shots first. That
All
would
right.
surprise him.
Well, I guess I'll get into position then.
And
Yeah, have a little bit of my my stuff there, guy.
Right. I'm gonna I'm gonna rub 5 arrows on Trog's stand.
Right?
And Mooney, if we are able to get any of these bugbears in that whale that Arch was talking about, it might remove 1 or 2 from the equation right off the bat. So maybe if you and I can go after the same one and maybe wrestle him in there.
Yes.
I don't know what animal you're planning on turning into, but maybe you can go behind his legs if it's something, and then I can push him. We can do that kind of thing. Or
You get behind him and I'll push.
yeah,
This
but
is a random hole in the ground. Kick him in the chest.
Remember, there is a push action that you take as an attack.
They can
Yes,
also
that
grapple
is
you as a reaction.
well, and I am a grappling expert. That is my feat that I have taken
Aw. So
at one
you're
point.
good at cuddling,
I haven't really used. So
right? All right.
right.
Well, I'm gonna get in position. Do you need another stealth roll or?
Yeah, anyone who's going up to the ledge needs to make a step.
Yep.
Mooney, do you want to go first? Do you want to go before I do, and then I jump in after you, or do you want me to go first?
I can go first after Archie launches.
Okay, so I'm staying back then with Trog, I guess.
Well, I was gonna head up with Archie because I have crossbow as well and some other ideas.
So I think there's. What did you say, Ian? There's only room for 2 of us at a time.
Basically, 2 people can get on the ledge, yeah. I mean, if you want to squeeze past them and jump down, it'll be considered difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain.
Right.
Okay.
So, but
Yeah, right.
also I can be in the same. Like I can take up the same space as a creature larger than me. So do I count?
Does that? I feel like that only applies when you're moving through somebody,
Probably.
as opposed to the other way around.
I was just putting it out there.
Yep. Now I'm still gonna say it's difficult terrain for the 2 biggins.
All right.
Hey, what's guidance?
D4
Wonderful.
D4.
on saving throws, and I think that is, and like skill
And ability
checks.
checks.
Yeah.
And ability checks. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is 21
21.
for my spell check.
Alrighty. Trog, can you give me a stealth as well as you make your way up?
25.
25. Okay. So you guys can both make your way up to the edge.
Just
of the ledge there.
sneaking up.
I'm a sneaky frog.
We're just sneaking right up there.
That shit's nasty.
You're nasty.
Thank you.
All right, we're sneaked up. I'm holding position.
Pop you guys on the ledge there, wherever you guys want to go. Okay. Again, you see, same thing. The drow's up there, kind of observing the bugbears as they're sort of shifting through rubble and rocks and dirt.
All right. Well, I would like to try to. Once my homies seem like they're in position, ready to rock and roll.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Mooney, I will say, maybe a bit out of character, you are not in position because it's going to be difficult terrain to make it through that tunnel for you since you're a big guy. And remember, every square is 10 feet.
Can he move all the way up to almost where they are? Before we go into initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
depends
fine.
what he beast shape. It depends what he beast shapes into, if it's bigger or smaller. But for you guys, every square going through this tunnel is 20 feet of movement.
Yeah. But if we make that movement before we enter into initiative, it takes us longer.
You're fine. If I'm just saying, if he moves, he would have to move up now compared to where he is before initiative starts. Otherwise, it's going to take like two turns just to crawl through that tunnel.
Yeah, I'm going to get as far as I can, with Mooney ahead of me, just to.
Yeah. How far do you want me?
You can go wherever you want. I'm just saying, if you leave the mouth of the tunnel though, you'll have to make stealth checks.
Oh yeah, I'll be right behind.
Okay.
All right.
I say that's okay.
We cockblocked ready to rock.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
Alrighty. I'm gonna shoot an arrow. One of them poison
Alright.
boys.
All right.
Right at
so
the
roll
drow.
initiative.
16.
Kid 16.
Yes. Boys. This is what we fucking come here for.
Oh, whoops, that's a D6, not a D20.
I rolled a 20. Not a natural 20, a dirty 20.
Okay. All right. Well, absolute garbage. Archie 20.
I wanted to take a little bit of my poison and then send a dart or send a crossbow as well.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
I got a 15 plus 5, 20.
Hi, dogs.
Which one between the two of you
Hmm.
has the higher dex modifier?
I'm a +3.
Yeah, that's Archie.
And then Mooney, what'd you get?
Well, what am I rolling for?
Initiative.
Oh, 14.
14. Okay. Let me just rearrange all these guys real quick. Sorry.
Got 2.
They are going to be this.
Hey,
Which
dogs.
does, in fact, put Archie at the top of the initiative.
Alrighty. You already know what I'm doing.
That's true. Roll the hit.
1 second. Okay. And that is surprise, so I have advantage, right?
Yes.
And $18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Okay, so that is an auto crit because of assassinate. And then it'll be 3d6 plus 3 double. $30 points of damage. Oh, what's the reaction with your poison then, Trog?
It's 2d4.
Oh, it's
An additional 2d4.
Yeah, but he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
yeah, con check real quick.
And
That's a natural
because
20.
Okay, he passed.
so is it halved or does he not get it at all?
Let me check.
I think
And
last
also
time
is it
it just doesn't take effect, I think. But yeah, better check. Sorry, what was your other question?
Yeah,
Oh.
he has to fail in order for it to take effect.
okay, I was gonna say so because I that would crit, would that have been doubled as well? The poison damage. Just for
Poison
future
damage.
reference.
For that one, I'll think about it later.
Okay.
That's right. That was 30 total, right?
Yeah, 30 points of damage.
30 points of damage. So Archie shoots out an arrow, goes straight across this gap, strikes this drow. It almost passes clean through his shoulder. As he looks up and cries out in pain, and all the bugbears sort of start turning around to look where that arrow came from. Trog, you're up.
I got a 16 to hit, sending the crossbow.
16 also hits.
All right. Do you want to do a Constitution? Because I have the poison on my arrow.
Yes. 6. This time it is a an 11.
Alright, he fails, so he takes 7 points from my crossbow and 5 points from the poison.
Wow.
And yeah, he's poisoned.
Again, this almost half a second after this first arrow shoots out, you hear as Trog shoots off his crossbow, almost striking him sort of right in the other shoulder. And as the poison takes hold, you can see almost this small sort of trickle of foam in the corner of his mouth. He's still standing, but he looks unhappy. He's surprised, which means it's him.
Oh shit! I can't hold movement. I can only hold an action.
Right.
And Mooney is ahead of me.
Mooney's ahead of you.
Shit. Okay. If I push past him to the edge here, I know it's difficult terrain, but would I be able to get a shot off on the drow as well?
I'd give him probably quarter cover because you are gonna have to shoot over over both Archie and Trug.
Right.
You can see him, but he'll have quarter cover.
I can see where he's standing though.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Like,
I'll say you could see.
Okay. In that case, I am on the ground he is standing on, going to cast on fire.
Okay.
And he needs to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw is going to be pretty good at 19 without the bonus.
Motherfucker. So it catches on fire, like the ground there catches fire, so he'd have to move. And it would kind of light up that back area there, and I don't think it would do. Yeah, it does not do any damage. And then I guess with the rest of my movement speed, I'm just going to move back to the other side of Mooney, because he said he wanted to drop down before me. So.
Okay. And now that there's a fire here, you can sort of see, you can sort of see the rest of this stuff. Not necessarily the whole thing, but you can see sort of where the direction's going. As it sort of lights up, the drow will take sort of just a step back. The bonfire as it erupts where he was standing. Then if that is your turn, we are at Mooney.
How far is this drow from me before I drop down? Is it within 60 feet?
10, 20, 30, 40, about 40 feet, yeah.
All right.
45 feet.
I start taking a running leap from the tunnel. Before I make my jump, I cast Frostbite on the drow.
All right, what do I got to do for that?
That is a 21 to hit.
Oh, yes, that hits.
Get wrecked, son.
It takes 4 points of damage, cold damage, and has disadvantage on its next weapon attack roll.
It doesn't because it dies.
Good.
We.
And actually, you've seen this before in Cragmaw Castle. It doesn't just die; it sort of melts into this strange waxy pile of goo.
Oh shit! Another changeling.
No. Another changeling. Dope.
That's weird.
But he is
What the fuck's going
on the ground, not moving.
Something tells me that the black spider is also a changeling. Just
Yeah, like it's really weird. It's weird with their
what's
cosplaying.
the drow connection. I'm sure we'll unveil it, or we won't, because we're really good at that too.
At killing things and
not. Yeah, fuck it. Just kill it.
Really good about not knowing what's going on.
We're really good at that too.
Well, as I cast Frostbite and I see this thing disappear, I'm a little confused, but I take
Remy,
my
what are you-
my jump and cast combat wild shape, bonus action. So I'm gonna restore let's see. 6 hit points. And I'm going back to the normal. I transform into a dire wolf as I'm just staring at the 3 bugbear.
Which one are you landing? Are you just landing at the bottom of the ledge, basically?
Just
So
right,
basically-
about right there.
Oh, sorry,
Where-
right there. Okay.
It doesn't matter to me, yeah.
Okay.
And my turn's done.
Cool. Yeah, you guys see Mooney sort of squeeze his way past Archie and Trog, and I mean, you all kind of have to admit it's pretty cool as he sort of shoots off this this icy sort of mist that slams the drow, who you now know is a doppelganger, causing him sort of to fall apart and collapse to the ground. And you swear it almost looks like he winks at you as he transforms into a wolf on the way down and lands at the bottom of this ledge.
Does he take fall damage?
No, it's only 10 feet.
Oh, he's a wolf,
Oh,
bro.
actually, yeah, you would actually. 10 feet is 1d6.
Because I was gonna jump off next, and I was like, wait a second, am I gonna take damage?
My super
I remember that.
strong
You take-
wolf paws don't help.
No, you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh damn, that's all right. Oh, well, I guess I'm
As
the
your
wolf,
ankle-
so that actually helps.
As your ankles shatter.
I think I look so cool. I just drop down to my feet.
It's a little less cool when you guys hear the yelp come from the bottom of the ledge.
Yeah.
And that brings us back to the top of the initiative, which is Mr. Bugbear over here. And this Bugbear, you notice, is wearing a pretty stylish, well-made pair of leather boots. And you sort of
Not
see
for
him.
long.
You sort of see him take a step back, and he basically just jumps and lands like right here on the other side of this bugbear, which would be 5, 10, 15 feet. And then using the rest of his movement, he's going to come up here and get into Moon's direwolf base. And he is going to take this one is wielding this sort of this wooden club with iron spikes on it, sort of like a crude morning star. He's gonna take a swing at Mooney, which is not great. A 6.
That fails.
Yeah, so it doesn't miss. So he jumped after this big giant leap. He seems sort of stumbles a bit as if he's not used to doing that. And as he swings, you're able to sort of your head out of the way. Which brings us to Archie.
Oh, he's gone.
He picked a bad time to disappear.
Which brings us to Trog.
I'm back.
Oh, he's back.
Okay.
Which brings us to Archie.
All right. So, which bugbear has not taken a turn yet?
The only one that has so far is the one in front.
Is the one in front of Mooney.
Yeah.
All right. So I would like to put an arrow in the face of this one. The one that's kind of
Okay,
like
go
right
ahead.
in front of me.
Yep, go ahead and roll me a...
An attack. He has not moved. He has not had a turn in combat yet, so he is. I have advantage on it.
I will say, if this makes any difference, that one has a shield, and the one on the other side of Mooney does not. Sorry, the one to the south of the hole does not have a shield. The one to the north does.
That one, the one that I'm shooting at now, has a shield.
Yeah.
Fuck that pussy. I'm not accurate as hell.
Just letting you know before you
Okay.
roll your attack roll.
Okay.
I didn't mention it, so I figured I should mention it before you
No,
do
it's fine.
anything.
So the first one is that'd be a 26 to hit.
That's it.
Okay, so let me roll because I have advantage. It might crit. It doesn't. So that'll be 3d6 plus 3. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Are you using poison arrow for that one, or just normal?
I am. So that's an
I'll roll.
addition. Oh yeah, you need to roll a thing.
The con is a 9.
So he fails. 2d4.
2d4. All right. So you ready for this shit, big dog?
Lay it on me.
All right. It is 16 points of damage.
8 points of damage. Alrighty.
Because they're not considered surprised anymore, correct?
No, they're not surprising.
Right. Because that's from what I've read with the assassinate. I only get the crit if they have the surprise condition.
Right. So yeah, the surprise basically just lasts their first round.
Right. But I still get it's nice because I can effectively get advantage on 2 creatures, but not,
Yeah, right.
not necessarily crit on 2 people.
Well, this arrow shoots in. You strike it. He sort of tries to lift his shield up, but you manage to sneak it in around, sort of striking him in the center of his chest. And then you see that trickle of foam at the corners of his mouth as you notice the poison start to take effect. And now it's Croc's turn.
The bugbear that is south of the well. I'm gonna cast command on him.
Right. Is that a wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
I already know what you're gonna say.
Jump.
16.
He passed. But wait. I am going to use my lucky action to have him roll another one.
No. You son of a bitch. 4.
4.
You motherfucker.
Jump.
It jumps in place.
You see his eyes sort of glaze over. No, I won't be that mean. You see his eyes glaze over as you see the spell taking effect. And in fact, it is. Wait, which one is that?
Bugbear's 6.
Oh no, it's not his turn. Not his turn yet. Oh wait, yes it is. Just kidding. Sorry, I wrote the wrong one. The spell takes effect, and it does seem as if, like, in some kind of way, he's trying to fight it, but you see him sort of slowly, jerkily move over to this hole and just jump in.
Just yeets himself in.
Disappears from sight. No scream, nothing. It's a bit eerie that way, as the magic sort of forces him to do this thing. It doesn't feel good.
I think it feels pretty good.
Yeah. This group loves it.
Yeah. And since he's gonzo, that brings us to Kid.
Cool. All right. I'm going to pull out my longsword, rush between the 2 of them. Do I think I can jump off and land on Bugbear 7?
You could certainly try.
You can try. Give me an athletics. You're gonna take fall damage from the
That is okay. I rolled a 21.
Yeah, you can land
Athletics are
on.
very good.
You'll land on.
And
You are gonna take. Whoops, that's like not a d6. You're gonna take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. As will he. You guys will take equal amounts of bludgeoning damage.
cool. And as I'm going down, I'm swinging this longsword, and I rolled a 19 to hit.
19 just hits.
Oh, he's the one
And
with
that
the
is
shield,
going
doesn't
to
he?
be.
He's got nothing with the shield. So.
Oh, that's lame. That's only 9 points of damage. 6 of slashing and 3 of fire.
Okay, 9 points of damage.
And just with my movement, I'm going to get to kind of the north side of him almost, just to
Yeah,
put
like
him
by-
between myself and the well.
Right. Okay. So Kid jumps off. The bugbear does manage to sort of bring his shield up this time as you almost like shoulder charge into it, and you can, you got a pretty bruised shoulder yourself, but you can sort of hear almost like the crunching of bone as you smash into his shield arm, while in the same motion swinging your sword around and slashing him across the chest does a little bit of fire damage, slightly singes him as it cuts across. Still standing. But you can see now he's breathing quite heavily. His shield arm is seems broken, sort of dangling at his side almost. Mooney, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to go after Bugbear 6. We'll do a bite attack. And I don't have... Kid's not within 5... Wait.
No.
No one's within
not.
5 feet.
Within, yeah.
For these squares, you have to be within the same.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't be within the same square. But yeah, anyway, no one's in 5 feet.
All right, so we got 19 to hit. It's number 6.
19 hits.
That is 11 points of piercing damage. And it will need to do a strength saving throw.
14.
Okay, it passes. He is not knocked prone. And I'm going to do the same thing as the kid, and if I can move a little bit west of him so he's facing
Yeah,
more.
I'll let you do that.
Okay.
Bit of a squeeze, but you sort of muscle your way in and sort of force him a bit closer to the
Yeah, just so I'm not
well.
closer. Yeah. I'm all set then.
So Mooney lashes out with his teeth, sort of latching onto this bugbear's arm. It does almost knock him off his feet, but he's just able to catch himself and stay standing as he sort of throws you off a bit, and you circle around him. It is his turn, so he's going to counterattack with that same sort of crude morning star against Mooney. That is going to be a 19 with.
Yep.
So as you circle around him, he sort of almost backhand swings towards your face. And you are going to take... Whoops. It's 15 points of piercing damage.
Oof, meaty.
As bugbears get this really cool ability called Brute, which means they get to deal 1 extra die of the weapon's damage.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh.
Yeah.
For them.
You guys haven't been hit by the bugbears that much.
Mm-mm.
But when they hit you,
Yeah. We've had a previous fight with one where they were kicking the shit out of us. I remember that.
Mm.
That's true.
Yeah.
But anyway, this time it catches you sort of right on the side of your head as he backhands you with the Morning Star. And he is also, similar to you, gonna not leave your range, but he's gonna take some movement to get out from the hole, having watched his comrade just yeet himself into it. Archie, you're up.
What if
Alrighty.
he's actually still alive? It's only like 5 feet down. Guys, help me.
To be fair, now that it did get to his round almost. Now that the spell is almost wearing off, you don't hear a thud, but you can hear almost faint screaming.
Still,
It's only been 6 seconds.
True, yeah.
Yeah, but that's fucking far.
That's enough.
So long.
9.8 meters per second.
Yeah.
6 seconds in the air.
By the way, Archie, you're up.
I'm gonna put an arrow into the last one I put an arrow in last time.
Yeah, go ahead. And
Forgot
roll
that
the. Oh wait, let me do the. Real quick. It was only a 2, so you can add the poison damage.
I'm gonna double, or yeah, I have advantage because of my boy being right there.
Yep.
Natural
And
20.
Yeah, you can shoot over. Since it-
That's what they rolled there. The old natural 20. So sneak attack, or not? Yeah, sneak attack and poison. You said. So are we doubling poison on crit or not?
I'm gonna say no, but I'm
You're
also
gonna
gonna say
say
you
no?
probably don't have to bother rolling damage.
He's very dead.
He's very dead. He's way past dead.
I just want to see what happens.
Yeah, go ahead. He's probably so dead that if he was a player character,
So 24 points of damage.
oh, he's not dead, but he is dead.
He's dead. He's not player character dead, but he's
not player character dead, but he's monster dead.
He monster dead. Okay.
Yeah, by quite a hefty margin. You were close. To be fair.
Nice. That could have just been a better dice roll because I got a 1 and a 2 on my d6s.
Like, and
I
you
also got
feel
a
the
6
rush.
on.
You feel the rush of wind go past his ear as another arrow strikes him, and he sort of just collapses onto the ground in a pile of bugbear.
Okay.
Pile of bugbear.
Can I,
It's poetic.
as a bonus action, yell out, "Boy, maybe we should save one of these fuckers and find out what they're looking for"? Just a thought.
Trog, you're up.
Vicious mockery.
Fuck!
Trog, don't give a fuck. A 1.
Oh. He takes 7 points of damage, and my guy, at least you're a little bit smarter than your friend, but not too much smarter. You might want to go back towards that hole. You fucker.
As your words reach the bugbear, his eyes sort of cross in pain. He's not dead.
I was gonna say I will fucking quit. I will turn off, just rage quit, flip my table. and
When we
leave.
kill
You
the
just
black
have
spider.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real mad if that actually happens. Like big mad.
Like a big bad.
Shit, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna shrug my shoulders, just like, or slump my shoulders, just because I really wanted to push my guy into the well, and Arch just fucked up everything. So I'm very sad. And with non-lethal damage, I'm going to put my sword away, pull out my finger guns, and blast this guy who's fighting with Mooney here.
You can only non-lethal with melee weapons.
Well, that's unfortunate. So it was a 19 on the first.
Okay, that hits.
And only an 8 on the second. The first one does actually 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. It does strike him center mass as he sort of smacks into the wall behind him, and he's dead.
Fuck.
He's dead, Jim. Yeah, I'll just go fuck myself next time.
I mean, I have a diamond now, so I could like revive him.
You're a wolf. You can't say.
I am a wolf. Bark, bark.
Bark, bark.
You know that traditional sound a wolf makes.
I was trying to non-lethally shoot him in the chest with my fire magic.
Well, yeah, at the end of the day, fuck it. Who really cares?
I'm gonna check the body of the bugbear that I killed. Is there anything good on it?
Nah, just I mean, he's got that shield. Just his weapon, which
All right,
was
I
sort
throw
of,
him in the well.
just okay.
And
I want the
I want to
leather boot.
listen.
Creepily enough,
That's the other one. That's
as
the one
as
that's
you roll
fire.
the bugbear towards the well, you're not sure, but you do think you almost hear the faint sound of screaming.
God. Holy shit. All right, well, I throw this one in too. That way you can have company.
Right, yeah, I'm gonna looking around. Is there like a sturdy rock or? Boy, kid, you wanna like fucking catch me or something?
Why don't you just climb down? It's 10 feet.
When I
I've watched
climb
you like
down?
climb up on buildings and shit.
The ledge seems relatively easily.
I'm gonna climb down.
You want me to do the dirty dancing?
Hey, I'm real light. Like you would be able to catch
Yeah.
and throw me.
Oh, yeah, I could, but I'll just let you climb.
You just toss him right back up.
Scamper down. Just yeet. Also, can you imagine somebody picking you up and throwing you 10 feet in the fucking air? Just that feeling, like, oh Jesus.
I would feel so emasculated. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Maybe also maybe slightly turned on. Maybe I don't know.
Big time boner.
Should we try? Should we try?
All
You
right.
made me real mad, but I'm so hard right now.
I am ready to bone.
Harder than a diamond in an ice storm.
This off to the right here, is that another path?
Yes, I should have showed that to you. It is indeed a wall, and what looks to be another path. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna just get to that corner and wait on everyone else. Let Archie get his boots and all that.
Yeah, I want to search the body with the boots. I want them boots.
How are
Give me
you?
the
How are
boot.
you gonna walk around this corner?
Oh, I'm like hugging it. Like I'm well, that's a lie. I'm against the far end, like just peering across, cutting the pie like I have been trying to do with.
Roll me a stealth.
Okay, all right. I have disadvantage on stealth, so this will be fine. Okay, it's not letting me actually get to it. Why? Okay, I'll just roll normally. That's okay. That's a not very good. That's a 9.
A 9. Okay. As you sort of peer around this corner, you can't quite make out the whole. I'll show you what you do see. Maybe about to there. I can tell you looking at. I don't remember that was. Sorry, you guys are going through this in a way that I should have anticipated, but I didn't. So my notes are like non-trouble. Okay, so basically what you see is what looks to be, you don't know much about mining, but you do see what looks to be a pretty big blast furnace with like these mechanical bellows. Basically what you're standing in now is about a 10-foot wide channel that's been cut into the floor of this room. So these walls here that you see on the left and the right are about 10 feet up. And you see a water wheel that's attached to these bellows. So it appears as if at one point water flowed through this channel you're standing in. to power this water wheel and these bellows in this furnace. You do see, well, the furnace is cold, right? It's cold, dark. It doesn't look like it's been used in a while. You see like heaps of coal that's piled sort of nearby. There's carts that are full of this unrefined ore. I know I didn't actually even reveal the furnace. I'll let you see the furnace. You can see the furnace.
Look at the furnace.
Yeah. Um, and you also see, as you saw before in several other rooms, there's more than a dozen sort of withered corpses that are scattered around the room. Slain dwarves, gnomes, still sort of wearing the remnants of their armor. And disconcertingly, some of these corpses are moving, as in like moving upright. And you see along this wall here, and you see one over here as well. Basically walking corpses. Even more disconcertingly, sort of floating above the channel, you see a skull that's giving off this green glow. It's engulfed in green flame.
Fully named Flame Skull.
Yes.
Flame skull.
Flame skull.
Flame skull.
I'm gonna look back and tell my companions what is happening.
Getting them
Nothing.
boots.
The zombies are sort of just mindlessly scuffling around. The floating skull is also sort of just floating around, sort of rotating and looking. Nothing's making any aggressive moves towards you.
Can I don't know what my companions are. I mean, I don't know exactly if they're ready or anything behind me, but in this hallway in front of me, maybe 5-10 feet in front, I want to cast bonfire on the ground. So in order to get to me, they might have to pass through it just to have an additional barrier or something between me and them.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't have to. I'm not casting it at anything. It's just casting it on the ground.
Yeah.
So it just happens, and I'm just gonna wait on everyone else and see what's going on.
Where can you put a circle on the map? Where exactly you're casting it?
So I can't do the circles, but I was thinking like
So,
right
here.
here,
Okay.
where I just moved Kid, and then I'm still back at this corner.
Say like right there. Wait, I think I put that on the wrong layer.
I can see it.
Okay. There you go. There's a circle. I don't know why it's so tough, but
And in the event that they start moving at me, I'm just gonna prep Eldritch Blast.
There you are. Well, the rest of you are sort of, I guess, investigating the bugbear. From around the corner, all of a sudden you just hear, and you can see light as it, flickering from around the corner. You can't see the fire itself, the rest of you, but you can see the flickering of it.
Oh, yeah.
And
Kid, did you just light something on fire?
Only the ground.
And very
Right.
slowly, there's things take notice of it, and they're sort of shuffling forward.
Yep. Hey, we got company.
Right, yeah, probably because you started a fucking fire, you fucking jackass. Have
Hey,
I
I
successfully
told you they were
removed the
there.
boots?
Mr. Flameskull is also going to be floating his way over.
Is it just me, or do these zombies have fucking sick haircuts?
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
They got swag, dude.
I'm if they start moving this way, which they are, I'm just gonna start Eldritch Blasting.
Yeah, that zombie up front actually managed to roll pretty high in perception, so he does see you.
Yeah.
With the fire. So let's all roll initiative.
Yep.
So since those ones saw you, those ones are.
I rolled a 17.
I'm gonna start heading towards the tunnel.
To be fair, no one else knows what's going on. No one else knows what's happening. So.
Right.
True.
Right.
Well, I told everyone that we have company, and I told them what's over there. I said I had relayed all that.
A kid 19 who just said what they got?
17.
I got a 15. Drug.
Around 15.
I got 13.
9.
Who the fuck was that?
That was Jesse. You know it's Jesse.
Mooney, what did you get?
13.
13. Okay. Dice rolls are progressively getting better. Oh, just kidding. Oh my god, I just rolled so many 19s.
Ah, fuck. That's higher than.
Kid, what is. Wait, sorry, you said 17. Not that.
Yeah, 17. 1 7.
Okay. Just kidding. They're here below that. Okay, let me pull up the stat block real quick. I don't think they can move very fast. They cannot. Okay. So this young zombie is going to shuffle down, sort of fall. They're not exactly adept climbers, as you can imagine. Sort of fall into this channel, and he can't quite make it to the fire, but he can get right before it. But as that zombie, only Kid can see this. There is almost this sort of this crunching, cracking noise as its rotted bones sort of take some damage. You can see it's one of its ankles almost snaps, and it's sort of limping and dragging it forward with it.
Did it land, or is it near that fire? Within 5 feet?
Yes, it is.
So it's a dexterity saving throw. It needs to beat 14.
Well, as we all know, zombies are quite dexterous.
Right.
Zombies actually have a minus in everything except for Constitution. That is a nice big 6.
That is 12 points of fire damage.
12 points of fire. Alrighty. Still standing. Now you can smell burning, bubbling flesh as it gets closer and closer to this bonfire. Alright, next up is going to be... Oh, you can't see. 1 second. I'm just gonna... pop this guy into existence. You see this zombie sort of come out of the darkness that you can't see. You can only make it through that. Here we go. Likewise for this zombie. 20 can make it about there. And now it is... Nope, just kidding. This zombie is gonna fall basically directly into the fire.
Okay. Dexterity saving.
And he's gonna get right up here. Let me do the dex throw. That is a 19, actually. Or sorry, not 19.
Okay, he's
Minus
fine.
2. A 17. A 17.
He's still fine.
He is going to take 1d6 bludgeoning damage, though. And he's going to take a swing at you. And the rest of you now can see the zombie as it comes sort of shambling forward and attacking Kid. So he's going to swipe at you, and that is a 15.
That misses.
So the zombie actually manages to get to you, and it sort of just is kind of scratching at your armor, but basically and completely ineffectively. And it is now your turn.
Okay. Eldritch Blast, finger gun, right into that one.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Blocking A. First one was only a 10 to hit.
10 hits.
What? Cool. All right. That is 9 points of damage.
9 points damage. Alrighty. Still standing.
Okay. Well, and then my second blast is a 24 to hit,
Also hits.
and that is going to be 16 points of damage.
16 points damage. So you sort of blast 2 holes through it. See a 5 plus 3. Oh yeah, there's no chance. Never mind. Okay, so that zombie collapses. He is a pile of gross, mushy. Which brings us to Trump.
Zombie number 7. I'm gonna do Vicious Mockery.
Zombie number 7. I'm trying to think. I don't think you'd be able to see zombie number 7 from where you're at.
Can I make my way up towards the kid, peer around the corner, see him?
Yeah. Like that. That is a natural 1, which means it's a -1 for his wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna tell him, hey, you don't have the guts to fight us. Obviously, I mean, if you look at yourself, just a bag of bones. You ain't got no guts. And he takes 7 points of damage.
It's canon that these zombies have been eviscerated.
Little zombie. Frog.
So again, that one sort of, it doesn't really seem like it comprehends what you're saying, but it still dies. Next up is our friendly neighborhood Flame Skull.
Flame skull.
Flame Skull.
How high is this thing floating?
This guy's floating, so the walls of this are about 10 feet, and then he's floating almost an additional 10 feet above it. So if you guys were up where like these zombies were per se, it'd be 10 feet. Down in this panel, it's 20 feet.
Gotcha.
This Flame Skull is going to cast Fireball. So the Flame Skull sort of, it knows Trog is there from it just attacking. It sees Kib, who had just blasted one of the zombies, and it has these glowing red ruby eyes. Sort of, it doesn't have much of an expression aside from the grinning sort of skeleton face, skull face. As it looks directly at you, you can see sort of this swirling ball of green fire coalescing, and it's going to shoot directly at you.
It's a saving throw, right?
I'm not totally sure, but I'm looking at it right now. I believe it is, because it's an AoE.
A dexterity saving throw. I rolled a 19.
Yes. 19. Okay, I think, what's the radius? 20-foot radius. So if it hits Kid, it's actually going to hit everybody. So everyone needs
Hit everybody.
Sorry, saving throw.
Got a nat 20.
Okay, not 20.
Dexterity saving throw, you said?
Yep.
18 plus.
Okay.
Plus 6, so
Jesus.
24.
I got an
Don't bark at
18.
18. So everyone passes except Mooney. So, Mooney, you are going to take. Sorry, what is it? 6. Eight of those. Mooney, you're going to take 30 points of damage.
Wait,
And everyone else is going to take 15.
18 didn't pass?
No.
Holy
Wait.
shit.
You
What did
just
I
say
say?
15?
I rolled a 19. I rolled a 19. Okay.
Yeah,
So
15
every-
points.
Real
15
quick.
points of damage.
Holy shit.
He's a pretty strong spellcaster.
Alright, I am back to Furbolg form, obviously, because Jesus.
Oh, and I have to do a concentration.
Oh, yes. So that'll be.
I rolled a 21.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
And that's going to be his turn.
Good.
Which brings us to Mooney.
Oh, Mooney doesn't know what to do now.
He doesn't have arms. All he can do is cast spells.
Sorry, I thought I was still going to be a wolf. I didn't have anything planned out. Oh, shit.
Are you still a wolf?
No, I got dropped after taking 30 points.
Oh, fuck.
Let me throw out an ice knife.
Ready? You'll have to move from where you are. You can't actually see anybody. You'll have to move into the chamber.
Yeah. Just let me know.
You could occupy the same square that Kid is in, but that would put you close to the bonfire. Which means you'll probably you might take some damage from that. I'm not sure if that has friendly fire.
It doesn't. It's a fire.
Yeah, it's on fire. It's a magic fire. Who knows?
Is the chute like a chute or is it a path? Because I'm for some reason envisioning like a steep slide.
No, it's just like a channel.
Okay.
So it's flat bottom.
Flat ground. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
like you could walk through it. And sorry about my dog barking. He discovered your cutout.
Can't even notice.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
Yeah, I can't.
Well, he's
use
done
dog
now.
rolls.
He stopped, but there for a little bit. He's losing his shit.
All right, so
I cut out can be terrifying.
ice knife, we are doing straight at the flame skull. That is a...
Okay, you are gonna have to do the dex saving throw for the bottom.
Oh, yep, I'll do that now.
You basically have to
It's
stand.
only a 5 foot. For the bonfire, it's a 5 foot cube, essentially.
Right, but with these squares at 10 foot, basically, the way you're standing, Mooney would have to be like kind of in front of you. Because you can't both occupy the same half of the square, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I get that. I guess I was just thinking that since that was a 10 foot cube, me putting it in the center would keep it within that cube itself.
Isn't that a 10 foot by 10 foot cube?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And
like it would remain in that cube.
But a character takes up a 5 foot by 5 foot spot, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in
And
theory, they should be able to stand side by side, can't they? On the same side of a cube. Because by that logic, you should be able to fit 4 characters in a 10-foot by 10-foot cube.
I guess it's true.
Either way, I'm shooting and running. I'm not staying here.
I'm sticking around.
Running gun.
That's a fail on the bonfire saving throw. What do I take for that?
That's the game. I don't know what the name of this.
Yeah. It would be 11 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, definitely running after this.
Yeah. I purposely had pushed it into the next one to avoid this.
Ice knife
Should have done it further.
at the flame skull. That is a 19 to hit.
Should hit.
And
Yeah,
then it's up to you to see whoever else gets hit by the shards.
Is it 5 feet?
5 foot of the point where the ice exploded, and it's a dex saving throw.
I'll let that hit zombie number 6. Dex saving throw.
Oops.
Whoops, I rolled 8 of them by accident. That is a 12.
12 for which one?
They both need to do a dex saving throw.
Both need to roll.
Okay, so the zombie got a 12, and then the flame skull got an 11.
Cool. Okay, they both fail.
An 8.
What was that?
An 8, sorry. So they both failed that.
That's fine. Okay. So, Flame Skull will take 19 points of damage.
What kind of damage is that?
Oh boy. 13 points of piercing, 6 points of cold. And then Zombie takes 6 points of cold.
Zombie takes 6 points of cold. Got it.
And then I am immediately running out of the way, like closer to the well.
The well seems friendlier at this point.
At this point, yes. I am like close to dead.
So you guys see this shard of ice go flying up the skull as the splinters sort of hit the skull. It doesn't seem like it does the full amount of damage, as the ice itself is kind of melting as it gets close to it. So it does take damage, but not the full amount. The zombie itself, you can see now, shards of ice sticking out of its body. And now it is this zombie's turn. He's also going to do the same thing. He can get just right here with his movement. So he's going to take 1d6 bludgeoning.
And dexterity saving throw.
And the dex saving throw, which is going to be a 13.
That is 10 points of fire damage.
That was fire damage. Okay. Sorry, what number was that? 10 points. Okay. Still standing. Gross smell of burning flesh still lingering in the air. Archie.
Can I get here?
Yeah, you can get a side kid there.
Okay, I want to get there. And I'm going to boop, 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 shoot an arrow at a little flame skull McGee. Actually, yeah. The old flame skull. We'll shoot an arrow.
Yeah.
Flame skull. Wait a minute, has zombie number 1 done anything yet?
Zombie number 1. He's moved.
He's moved, so he has taken a turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so am I last?
Yes.
I guess. Okay, yeah. Flame skull. He's getting shot in the face because that's what he is. It's just a face. That is 18 plus 8, 26 to hit.
Does hit.
And then there ain't nothing with this one. Oh, well. How many poison arrows have I used?
You used
I have
2
two
in the
more.
last fight.
I've used, okay.
I think
So
you
I
used
have, yeah, I have 3 more. So I'm going to use a poison arrow. So, Constitution. Can you poison a flame skull?
Let's find out.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. His Constitution saving throw is
Oh, I can't.
a 20, a dirty 20. It doesn't matter anymore.
8 points of piercing.
8 points of piercing damage. So the arrow flies out and strikes it a bit off to the side of his forehead as sort of a chip of bone comes flying off the skull as your arrow connects.
And that's how I'll make my turn.
All right. Who is next? Zombie number 4. Going to fall into the hole. He can get about here to the side of the water wheel. He's going to take his bludgeoning damage. Okay. He's going to make his 5. Make him fall in the hole too. Why not? They all need to jump in the hole eventually, right?
His life,
Okay,
but one
zombie.
big jump into the hole.
Yeah. Zombie number 1. Whatever, fall in the hole. He's going to just walk through the fire. He can actually make it to Archie. His dex saving throw is a... Doesn't matter, like a 2.
Okay, that is going to be. Oops, wrong roll. Come on, come on.
Ah, little bitch.
Nice. That's going to be 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Okay. And now that he's in range, he's going to take a swipe at Archie. Which will be a... Not good. A 10 to hit.
10 to hit. He does not
Yep.
hit.
So again, similar to what happened with Kid, it's sort of weak, flabby zombie arms, sort of just scrape ineffectually against your chainmail or whatever. Your armor.
Leather armor.
Yeah, that's right. You hit the black leather armor.
Mhm.
Which brings us to Kit.
Okay. I'm going to step forward here just so they can't move out of the range of that bonfire if they keep moving. So that way they have to continuously end their turn, either in the fire or moving back to provoke an opportunity attack. And I am going to do Eldritch Blast to the one who's attacking Archie.
Okay.
And that is a natural 1 on the first.
Is that it?
And a 14 on the second.
That does it.
And that's going to be 11 points of damage.
And which one were you attacking? The one in front of Archie or the one in front of you?
Zombie 1.
Zombie 1. Okay. So again, you blast a hole through him and it collapses on the ground. Let me do one quick roll. You said it was 11 points of damage, right?
I'm sorry?
So 11 points of damage,
Yeah, I
right?
think it was 11. Yeah.
So you blast a hole through the zombie and it collapses on the ground. But then it sort of slowly picks itself back up with a gaping hole in its stomach. It sort of pulls itself back together in a way and then stands back up and is still menacingly standing in front of Archie. Whoops! Why did I just make that guy? Why did I just make that guy so big? I don't know what happened
Super
there.
Saiyan.
Yeah. No, he's still just a normal zombie. He just has a hole now. Sorry, moving frog instead of the zombie. There you go.
There's a hole in the middle of the zombie.
Which brings us to Trog.
How is Flameskull looking?
He's still
Untouched.
looking. He's looking injured. but still relatively strong.
I'm gonna turn the corner and say moist. It's a dissonant whisper.
All right, what do I have to do with that?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
I mean, for a flame skull too, they probably despise
Yeah.
what that word is, what it stands for.
Right.
Wisdom is a 8, but he has magic resistance, which gives him advantage on saving throws against spell. And that's a natural 20.
Son of a bitch.
Well,
This is for the bugbear you threw in a hole.
yeah, he still takes 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage, though. Okay. You notice as it doesn't take the full brunt of your spell, but you do see cracks starting to form on the surface of this grinning skull, whose turn it now is.
Shit.
And let me just look up what the spell does real quick.
We're
Power
in
word kill.
the tunnel,
Power
and we're
kill.
gonna die.
Oh, this thing does have hands. It knows mage hand.
Pulls one of us into the fire.
Yeah.
Yeets us into the hole.
He's going to cast Flaming Sphere.
Fuck.
Which
Wait.
works similar to Bonfire. And he's going to cast it sort of right here, catty corner to your bonfire.
Yep.
So Flaming Sphere, 5-foot diameter sphere of fire. This also green, similar to the skull, sort of bursts into existence. Basically between Kid and the zombie number 2. And you guys can, particularly now with the bonfire and the Flaming Sphere, you're starting to sweat. It's very fucking hot. And it works similarly to bonfire. So anyone that ends their turn within 5 feet has to make a dex saving throw. So for right now, no one's taking any damage from it because you haven't ended your turn yet.
Fucking bring it
And
on.
after
Kids fucking love it.
After casting that, the flame skull is going to. He's going to float up a bit higher. So now the flame skull is basically touching the ceiling, which is about 30 feet in the air. And it's gonna move this way. And that'll be the end of its turn. Which brings us to Mooney.
All right, I'm gonna do healing spirit, just right above all of us. 5-foot cube. Now, Ian, I don't think I can heal anybody immediately. Till the spell ends.
Here. Take a look.
It sounds like it when you start your turn, so I don't know if I can even heal myself yet.
Until this point, remember, creature you can see moves into the spirit space. You could, if you move into its space, it says. If you move into its space for the first time, or you start your turn there.
Oh, gotcha.
So you could cast it and then walk into it yourself.
I will do that. I'll do that right above, like, Trog and Kid.
Okay, well, if you cast it on top of someone, then you can't go into that space. Because it's only a 5-foot cube. So a person takes up the entire area of the healing spirit, basically.
Oh, I can't, like, lift it above and just walk into it? If
No,
not,
I mean if it's too high above them, they can't walk.
that's fine. I'll end my turn there, so that their next turns they'll get healed.
I believe they get healed immediately. Well, whoever you cast it on, because you can only cast it on for a 5-foot cube. It can only be centered on one person. So you can do either Trog or Kid, but it would be able to same turn.
I can choose now.
Yeah, because you can place it wherever you like.
Okay. I have no idea who's lower. I'm gonna go with Trog.
Okay, so Trog, you can do Mooney. You do the healing,
Okay.
and also you can whatever the spirit looks like. Your choice.
Oh, we get to do this again. I kind of want one that looks like Elton John, with just like really big sunglasses.
I can just tip the game.
And that's 4 points.
Okay, so Trog, you're gonna heal for 4 points of damage as Elton John comes sort of strolling up next to you.
What's up, my guy?
Zombie number 2 is going to just straight up walk into this sphere, doesn't give a shit, and take a swing at Kid. Which is a 17.
That means my armor class.
Was that?
Yeah, it hits.
That's okay. You are going to take.
What damage does he take through that sphere? That sphere first.
He
Was it at
doesn't
the
take
end?
any damage till he ends until he ends his turn.
I gotcha.
You are going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as the zombie's kind of wimpy little fist just sort of strikes you in the center of your armor. It will leave but a minor bruise the next day. But you can take 2 points damage. And that'll be the end of his turn. And now he must make a dex saving throw.
2 of them.
Which
Maybe.
he got a natural 1 on the first one. So he's going to take 2d6 from that flame sphere. If that doesn't kill him, we'll roll yours. It killed him. So zombie number 2, I mean, as soon as he's done hitting you, he basically just bursts into flame as the heat gets to him and gets his skin. Let me roll his constitution real quick. Which is another natural 1. So this zombie is dead. He is on fire, and oops, I just deleted the flaming sphere by accident. But the zombie's gone. And now it is Archie. Yeah, Archie.
All right. I'd like to put away my bow, pull my special dagger. It's more glowy, and also my other non-glowy dagger. I'm going to try to slide between Zombie One's legs, like stab him in the dick. I understand I'm going to slide right
Into the fire.
right into the fire. Stab him in the dick. Slide. I want to slide through the fire.
Okay. This will take damage from it, but you can do it.
Okay. So, and I'm gonna double stab him in the dick.
Yeah, give me the attack roll, and then also the dex saving throw.
Yeah. Yep.
So, right, so 23 for the first one,
It's
and shit. Oh, and 22 for the second.
Yep.
Okay. And one of those is a sneak attack. 7, 8, 9 points of damage on the first effect.
Okay.
6 points of damage on the second.
Yeah, sorry, I just need to move this guy. I can't even see what number he is. Number 1.
Then you need to do a dexterity.
I just saving throw.
Oh,
And this guy needs to do a con saving throw. I'm rolling so many natural ones. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that guy's done. Goodbye, zombie number 1. He's going to slide underneath him and slice him underneath. You do get a little bit of rancid, gross zombie guts slathering down on you. So you basically duck him as you go underneath, spray you on fire, which does do damage to you, presumably. But it also has the extra benefit of
right. Zombie guts are burn off of me. And I rolled a 19 on my dexterity.
Cool. Good.
So you don't take damage, but the zombie guts do get burned.
Cool.
You're not covering guts.
I am going to be now. Here. And that is where
Alrighty.
I end my turn.
And that brings us back up to Kid.
Cool. I am going to do Eldritch Blast on the Flame Skull. I have 120 foot range.
Yeah, you're there.
And for the first, that is very cool. 22 to hit.
Hits.
And the second is not good. That is only a 9 to hit. So for the first one, I do 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my movement speed to... Oh, shit. Fuck. Fucking Archie. As a bonus action, I'm going to drop my bonfire.
Okay.
And then I'm going to follow him and see if I can get to the other side of this flame sphere. And
I mean, it's only 15 feet of movement, so.
yeah, can I actually get to this side?
What's your movement speed? 30?
Yes.
No, because the squeeze by them would be difficult terrain. So it'd be 20 feet.
Okay. All right. Yeah. In that case, I guess I'm just standing right behind Archie then.
Okay. And the bonfire. Let's get rid of that because that is gone. Not you. Sorry, I'm gonna move you out of the way so I can get rid of that. Maybe. How do I? All right. You know what? It's just gonna stay there, but it's gone. No, just know that it's gone. Okay. As you shoot this Eldritch Blast with Flame Skull, its mouth has been the entire time sort of clacking, almost as if it's like laughing. And the Eldritch Blast this time sort of hits it square in the mouth. And you see now the green crackling energy of your Eldritch Blast sort of blends in with the flame coming out of the skull. But you see the cracks that had been forming on it after Trog's Dissonant Whisper spell. You can see the energy sort of glowing in between the cracks as it gets brighter, and the flame skull shatters, and the flame extinguishes as pieces of skull and little green embers are sort of floating onto the ground, into this channel.
So does that put out the flame sphere then?
Yes, it does. So flame sphere is gone.
Cool.
And it is now Trog's turn.
Zombie number 5, Vicious Mockery.
Lay it on him.
A guy, I'm sorry that when you go to the dance, you ain't got nobody to dance with.
He's a zombie, not a ghost.
You got it too.
He has no
That is
soulmate.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Again, the zombies don't really comprehend what you're saying to them. But as you say that, little pieces of his rotten flesh do fall off his face around his ears. Still standing though. Oh, I skipped all. Did I skip the zombies turn? I did skip the ones. Zombie number 5, who you just attacked, it was his turn before you. He was going to take his way, Archie. Since he's standing right next to him, that is a 15.
It hits.
You are going to take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as the zombie that was just sonically assaulted by a frog swings out its arms at you and this catchy sort of on your shoulder. What's it? No, Mooney, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna still stay back a bit, but I'm going to move the healing spirit. This time place it on Archie. Heal him.
What did I heal?
You will get 5.
I don't know.
No.
Whenever you are a creature you see, can you move it to a space you can see? So you can't actually see Arthur. You can.
Oh, right. That's all right. I'll just move it to Trog again, and you get another 5 points. And that's all I'm doing.
Okay. In which case, Archie, you are up.
Stab the little bitch that slapped me.
Come on, it's just a friendly punch on the shoulder.
No, I'm gonna stab him.
Fucking. That will be advantage because we're close. Nickelodeon. 18 to hit.
18 does indeed hit.
Great. You already know. $16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. So basically, you just eviscerate this guy as his guts are spilling onto the ground. Let me roll his constitution check real quick. Fails, which means he is done.
Okay, here's question number 2. So, can I make it here with my movement? 25 feet of movement?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then with my bonus action, I have 2-weapon fighting. So with my other dagger, I want to stab zombie number 4.
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
That is a dirty 20. Yeah, dirty
20 does
20.
indeed hit.
Great. Just,
And as you're moving deeper into this, I'll just let you guys see the rest of the cavern.
it's just a weak boy hit, because I'm a weak boy. That's a 6. 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. So you stab into his sort of fleshy body. It doesn't react with any kind of noticeable pain, but you did do some damage to it. And it is, in fact, zombie number 4's turn, because I totally skipped him in the last round because he had a 19 on his initiative.
Sure.
He's gonna swing at you, Archie, since you're right in front of his face, with a nice big 5.
In fact, surprisingly misses.
Yeah, so
But really
swings
beefing up.
straight over your head. Kid, you're up.
All right. I'm going to move to the corner of this channel,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast.
You may do so.
Yep. On the first, that is an 11,
Hits.
which is for 9 points of damage. And the second one is a 21, which is for 5 points of damage.
Alrighty. The zombie, you basically hit him against center mass, flowing comes off his body and holds into him as he starts to collapse to the ground. Let me do his contact real quick. That's the one. And he is collapsed into a pile of bones and meat. And that is the end of initiative.
So before we end, would I be allowed to use the healing spirit? I still have 5 heals left.
The healing spirit lasts for up to a minute, so it's only been 12 seconds that you cast it. So if you go quick, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna see if I could do, since I have 5, could I do 2 on me and then 1 for everybody else?
If you call everyone, and they'll make their way back to you.
Get over here
I think,
now.
Because the spirit can only move 30 feet so 30 feet every 6 seconds. So God, you ought to say you can. It's pretty close. Anyway.
Okay, let's do this
Go
quick.
ahead and do the healing on whatever you'd like. So as you guys are cleaning up the rest of the zombies, you see this little Elton John fairy sort of flying around your head as you start to feel rejuvenated.
How much do we?
Tiny dancer playing in the back of your mind.
No, I was going more Crocodile Rock. I'm kicking it up a
Crocodile
bit.
Rock in the back of your mind.
Okay.
How much HP?
Kid, you get 5. Archie, you get 4. And Trog, you get 6. And then I got 11.
Well, that sucked.
Right, yeah, but we fucked that shit up, bud.
Yeah. All right. I guess it's time to keep moving on, and then we'll throw on the to be continued.
Yep.
Good game, guys.
I'm assuming somebody took those boots off the bugbear before all that shit happened.
I got them.
Yeah,
boots, so-
Archie did.
You haven't identified them.
No, I haven't identified them yet. Boy,
But I'm gonna pop the item card. I'm gonna pop the item card into Discord anyway because I'll pop it later.
Yeah,
okay.
he can do it in 10 minutes, so he'll do that at the end of this game, and then that way next game he'll do this.
All right. Nope.
Cool. And then we are being continued. Yep, item card is in the Discord.
All right.
Cool. Sounds good. I will maybe next week we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right, and
All right,
Derek,
sounds
I'll
good.
record the intro here later for you.
Yep, that sounds good. No rush. And Ian, you'll be next.
Okay, cool.
All right. Hey, take it easy, guys.
Yep,
See you guys.
too.
Get you next time.
All right. See ya.